Hello, my name is Aja with Beyond Infinite Solutions, and I want to talk about the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? These are laws and regulations put in place to make sure everything is accurate and fair when it comes to your credit report. Why? Because the banking systems actually rely on this, and it protects the average consumer. Why is this important, right? So that when we actually borrow money, right, and it comes to these big and large and grand institutions, they can't take advantage of the everyday to day consumer. So basically, they can't take advantage of people like us. Now, the reason why I go deep into this is because we need to know these laws. Because what do? They take advantage of things like this every single day, right? So though we think that they're not taking advantage, they still are taking advantage because we are not up to par in knowing our laws, rules, and regulations. So it's very important that we start digging deep and figuring out, what is against the law and what isn't. And then what we are able to do as far as being able to rise above the system, understand where we are in the system and what part we play when it comes to this matrix, right? Now, within this, we're going to actually go over the basics. And when I say the basics, we're going to start off with certain terms, okay? When it comes to the term person, it actually means any individual, partnership, corporation, real estate cooperative, association, government, or governmental subdivisions, agency, or entity. When it comes to the term consumer, it actually just means individual, right? Now, these terms are very important. Why are these important? Because when we think it's just talking about one thing, it can be talking about an entire entity. And this is why we really need to know the laws, the regulations, and how they apply to us. Now, reason why our credit report is pulled or the consumer report is pulled and why is it important, right? Usually our consumer report is pulled when they want to know the credit worthiness or our background or our history, right? So when you're trying to apply for an apartment or you're trying to get a mortgage or you're trying to actually sometimes even apply for certain jobs, right? Or when somebody just wants to see the overall person of who you are, the history within you, who you are. Even it can even be sometimes court order. So it's very important to even understand what the actual consumer report is for. Let's dive into that as well. Consumer report means any written, oral, or other communication of any information by consumer report, meaning consumer reporting agencies bearing on a consumer's creditworthiness, credit standing, credit capacity, character, general reputation, personal characteristics, or mode of living, which is used for or expected to be used for, whole or a part of the purpose of serving as a factor or established in the consumer's ability for credit, employment purposes, or anything under 15 USC Code 1681B, which can also be used for court authorities, right? So now we understand why they use it, what they're trying to determine, and what are they actually digging in this for, right? So now that you have an awareness as to what's going on, now you know how to think about structuring, how you want them to look at you, and how you can gain access to more credibility, right? So awareness is key. Be mindful. Like, share, comment, save this video. If you have to write these things down, we're simply talking about 15 USC 1681, right? And I only went in the first section, which is the terms, okay? So definitely tap in. I love y'all. And if you need any more additional information, please tap into my book, Financial Literacy 101, and it will take you up another notch. I promise you, the awareness is key. Knowing where you want to take your life, where you want to focus, and to be aware of the things that's placed around you, right? Now that's the true matrix.